Hey everybody, welcome back. Now that you got your Z Fold 7, you're probably pretty excited to check all of its features. It's sleek, powerful, and it has more features than you can even imagine. Okay, so the first thing you should do after you've gone through the initial walkthrough is head into the system settings, scroll all the way down to the bottom, and go ahead and tap Software Update. Then tap Download and Install at the top of the page. Wait for your phone to check for any pending updates and go ahead and update the Z Fold 7. Okay, the next thing I do is adjust the screen display timeout. So go ahead and open the system settings, scroll down on the left and select display. Scroll on the right and tap screen timeout. Go ahead and select the option that is best for you. You can also choose to toggle keep screen on while viewing. I do this and it comes in really handy. Now hit the back arrow and scroll back up. Here you can go ahead and change your phone from light or dark mode, change the brightness, extra brightness, adaptive brightness, and change any of the other features that you like. One of my favorite things to customize in the Z Fold 7 is the edge panels. So go ahead and open up Settings, scroll down until you see Display again, and then scroll on the right and select Edge Panels. And here you can go ahead and select Panels, and you can activate whichever ones you want. You have the apps, the tasks, clipboard, tools, people, weather, and reminder. And if you go back, you can also customize the handle. And you can change its position, you can lock its handle position, change the color, the transparency, the size, and the width. The next thing I want to highlight is the taskbar. So since Samsung has made the Z Fold 7 with such a beautiful 8-inch display, this is the perfect canvas to work with multiple apps at the same time. You can now have 4 app windows open simultaneously. So thanks to the taskbar, it's easier than ever to not only switch between apps, but to enjoy some split screen fun. To change the taskbar settings, we're going to go back into the system settings. We're going to scroll down and tap Display. And then on the right, you scroll a little bit and go ahead and find Taskbar. So the toggle next to Taskbar should be already active, but if not, go ahead and enable it. You can now customize how many recent or suggested apps you want to have. So go ahead and tap Taskbar, and then right below there you can see how many they are. So you can choose between 2 to 4 apps at the same time. And you can also choose whether to have the taskbar stay on the screen at all times or have it auto hide when you're using other apps. The next place we're going to go into is the advanced features. Don't let the idea of advanced features scare you away from checking out all the different experimental features for the Galaxy Z Fold 7. This is where we're going to find the toggles for flex mode and multi-windows. So let's go ahead and open settings again. Then go ahead and scroll on the left until you see Advanced Features and select that. You're going to find the general settings for both multi-window and flex mode panel. And you can mess around with those options, but there is another layer of customization available from the Labs page as well. So let's go ahead and start with Labs. Here you're going to find the option to enable multi-window for all apps, which makes it so that every app you installed works in split screen or pop-up view. While you're in Labs, you can also tap Landscape View for portrait apps. This area forces apps that normally only support portrait view to display in landscape view when your phone is being held horizontally. So go ahead and tap the toggles for the apps here that you want to do that. Some other settings you can tweak to your liking are multi-window and flex mode panel. So go ahead and hit the back arrow, and then you can go ahead and select multi-window, and here you can activate features such as swipe for split screen, swipe for pop-up view, show the multi-window menu with one window, and full screen and split screen view. Go ahead and tweak those however you want, and when you are done, you can also go back and tweak the settings in the flex mode panel as well. I'm in advanced features. I also usually switch what the side button does too. You can change what the double press does on your phone, and as you can see, there are a lot of options that you can select. But the main one that I always change is the long press. I don't end up using the digital assistant, and I use it for power off menu as well. If you've used a foldable phone before, you can understand the frustration of trying to go from using the main screen to the cover screen while in an app. You don't want to close the app or lose your place, but just want to smoothly transition between the two. So while you're in settings, go ahead and scroll up on the left and go ahead and tap display. And then scroll down and tap continue apps on the cover screen. And here you can go ahead and choose when it happens. You can swipe up to continue the app, or you can do always or never. I always do the always option in this area. Another thing that I normally do with my Android phone is speed up the animations and transitions. In order to customize the animation speed, you need to enable developer options. And then I can show you how I adjust the animations and transitions. First, you go into the settings and you scroll all the way down to the bottom where it says About Phone. Then you're going to tap Software Information, and then you're going to tap the build number 7 times quickly. Now that you have activated the developer options, you're able to speed up animations and a bunch of other stuff if you want. So go ahead and scroll on the left and select Developer Options, and scroll on the right until you see the drawing section. And then here what I normally do is switch window animation scale to 0.5x, transition animation scale to 0.5x, and animator duration scale to 0.5x. And this will speed up the transitions and animations in your phone a lot faster. There is really so much baked into these little foldable phones that it might feel overwhelming to even think about everything that you can do. But I always recommend to anyone that once they finish going through the initial setup process and adjusted the settings to their liking, to play around with the phone. You'll end up finding things that can take your experience of the Z Fold 7 to the next level. Thank you for watching, and if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and drop your comments and questions in the comments. I will be making a lot more videos on the Z Fold 7 in the coming weeks, from customization to hidden features of the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7. See you next time. Goodbye.